Okay, so this is the first video of the year, and it's my first video in a really long time. So long, in fact, that I made a gargantuan list of things I have to talk about. Like, we're going to go through all this, so this is likely going to be an hour-long yapping video. And for those of you who have not seen my channel in a while, or who are new to my channel due to you starting after Climax of Night 2025, yapping videos are essentially just videos where I talk with a set in the background. You don't really need to pull up the video if you don't want to. For those of you who are curious about this set, it is a set versus Zay, I believe. He was playing mystery characters, and I was just like, I barely played in the month of November, and this is like one of the 3 sets I have recorded. So yeah, so let's talk about that. In fact, so first things first, Happy New Year. This is probably going to be the latest and the only Happy New Year you hear a whole week and a little bit over a half of a week into the new year. But yeah, I just wanted to really make sure that when I did this video that I scripted out everything that I wanted to talk about. And for those of you curious about the music in the background, it is Octopath Traveler. I'm pretty sure I have it set so that it pops up on the screen, but this is the Octopath Traveler's 2 soundtrack, just in case you aren't aware. Anyway, back into the important stuff. Originally, with this Omlog series, I was going to catalog everything that happened in like each month in regards to my Melty Blood and my Gacha game journeys, and I did not make one for November or December. And the reason for that is simple. If I was to pull up Steam right now, you would see that I have like 50 hours in Digimon Time Stranger, 30 hours in Octopath Traveler 0, and 30 hours into Trails of the Skies. I'm literally only a third of the way into both Octopath Traveler 0 and Trails in the Sky. Gonna quickly pull that up on Steam real quick. And wow, I guess it doesn't really matter because again, most people should not be watching this video for the video. But if you care, I've been playing these games a lot the last 2 weeks. And those were mostly what I did in November in regards to why I wasn't really playing Melty Blood that much. For December, I don't really have as good an excuse. I mean, I played a lot more in December. In fact, there was a bracket in December, TNS 3 for Melty Blood, and I got top 7. Yeah, I got 7th place. So I got top 8 and I got 7th place, and I lost to Alchemist of Atlas in winners, and I lost to Ryder in losers. It was a close set versus, I think. I don't remember how close it was actually, so maybe I shouldn't say it was a close set. But I mean, both of those were relatively close, but like they were both like 2-1s. But like I don't remember actually how well I played in those sets, so I'm not going to speak on them too definitively. But point is, I barely played Melty Blood in December, and I almost completely did not play it at all in November. Um, and yeah, and see, that's kind of like one of the reasons I didn't make a recap. But like the main reason is because I'm going to be a little real here for a second. Is I'm not really all that happy with like my personal shit right now, because it kind of feels like I should be not should probably be focusing more on my life in general right now as opposed to just Melty Blood. But and I was kind of using that excuse to like not do anything. I was kind of like coasting on by in life, I suppose. Like but I don't really want to do that for this year. Like I kind of did that all last year, and I'm not really happy with the way last year turned out at all, in fact. So I just wanted to, talk about last year in this video and talk about more in regards to stuff for this channel in the next year. Um, Let me look through the rest of my December recap. Yeah, like the second point I wrote was that, oh right, Climax of Night interviews. I talked a lot about Climax of Night in my November recap because I do remember making that one, because it was, I think, the last one of the like 3 videos I made before I like literally disappeared for 2.5 months. Like the last video on this channel is a meme song that I made on my birthday for JG because I thought it would be funny and I had a flash of inspiration. But besides that, there's been like literally no content that I've been um Yeah, like no multi-blood content, no yapping videos, no nothing. And I'm kind of not really happy with the fact that that's the state of the channel that I left it in at all. So I want to first talk about like the whole year in review. Like I feel like maybe now like it's the very beginning of the year, so it's like best to look at what I did last year and how I, treated my last year's resolutions and shit. So first things first, the H-Kkohaku wiki is still not done. Wow, I'm surprised that actually showed up. Dolly, yo, fucking quoting my video, whatever. Anyway, um, back to Melty Blood stuff. I wanted to update the H-Kkohaku wiki for my birthday right after Climax, but I never ended up doing that, primarily because on my birthday I spent all of it playing Digimon Time Stranger. And well, yeah, I didn't like I have all the information like written down somewhere, but I've not yet formatted it into the wiki. And when I did do a little bit of formatting, dude, Discord needs to, I'm actually gotta pull that up in a separate tab and go into Do Not Disturb for a second. Yeah, Do Not Disturb. Yeah, that should be fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, wiki. I have it all done in a separate tab, but when I looked at it over again, and I realized I wanted to completely rewrite most of it for the wiki, so that's why the wiki is still taking forever. That and my both, like, I don't want to call it depression because like I feel like if I call it depression and it's not actually depression, it's just me being lazy, that's kind of like disingenuous to people with actual depression. But I've just been finding it really hard to do much of anything these last 2 months, and I sort of do apologize for the fact that this channel has been, literally uploaded nothing over the last 2 months. Like that's a huge mistake on my part. Another um another resolution that I made last year was that I wanted to eventually start making thumbnails for each and every single video on this channel. And well, you all can literally see that this video does not have a hand-drawn thumbnail, and most of my videos that I made last year did not have a hand-drawn thumbnail. I think the amount of them that did is like 3, and while I'm happy that I did any hand-drawn thumbnails, maybe like the lesson to learn there is to not raise the bar so stupidly high to begin with, so like there's that. Another resolution that I made is that I wanted to get into modding. I wanted to mod a Melty Blood character last year, and well, considering the fact that I've yet to open up, I don't even know how this game is coded, like like specifically how I would have to code a new character. But the fact that I don't even know tells you that I didn't exactly make a new character last year like I said I was going to. I mean, that one was one of my high ones, but I really should have put more effort into, doing each and every single one of the things that I put on my list, because those are things that I wanted to do in the first place anyway, right? There was a desync, and I realized and reloaded into the game too late, so that's like the mistake there. Anyway, what was the other thing? Year in reviews. The rest of the thing is I forgot to set up content for my birthday. Right, on November 5th, I was originally going to do the H-Kkohaku wiki update with a couple of videos, so just like maybe 100 Kohaku games. I never even bothered doing anything for that, partly because of the whole lack of motivation, maybe slight depression thing, but the also was like kind of lazy. When it comes to my resolutions, I think we talked about most of them complete at this point, right? Yeah, so both the thumbnail thing and the making my own character thing, those kind of like went nowhere, and I'm kind of not happy that they did. But let's talk about the stuff I did do, because I didn't want this part to just be me completely dunking myself for like 15 minutes and just getting sad about things I kind of didn't do last year. One thing that I did do last year that I'm very proud about is I got second place at Frosty Faustings. Like that's my big accomplishment of the year. I went to a super stacked Frosties and I got on the big screen and I almost won versus Skeleton, which was really surprising to me and made me feel a lot better about myself as a player. I did not actually think I was going to hit top 2. I didn't even think I was going to get top 8. I literally just went because I was paid to go, and I was like, okay, the community wants me to go, I'll go and try to do my best. And the fact that my best got me second, got me $400, made me pretty happy with myself, all things considered. Another thing that not as impressive as an achievement, but still pretty impressive to me, is that last year, during the last climax of night, I got 9th place. Not ninth. I wish I got 9th place because I would be way more happier about it. I got 11th place, which was better than what I did like last year. And by last year, I mean 2024 climax, where I went and got, I believe 17th. So the people I lost to were like super good too. Like I lost to Deus, who also got 11th place, and I lost to Zay, who got 9th place and lost the toss. So like it's not like I did like super bad or anything. I played relatively clean throughout the bracket, and in fact I got an upset over Scrot because I beat Scrot to go and fight Zay, right? So I lost to Deus in winners and Scrot and losers. Not Scrot and losers. I lost to Zay and losers. So the fact that I had such an impressive one, and I even like won the set versus Scrot, who I was expecting to kind of beat me, like that's another thing that I should be proud of. Like even though I didn't get top 8 during the final climax, and like that now that's not really a thing I could do, I'm still really happy that I improved on my placings compared to the climax before. So those are like the two big improvements that I made last year, just mostly tournament placings. I've also like improved a lot gameplay wise over the last year. I think my spacing has gotten much more cleaner. That's horrible grammar, but you're gonna have to excuse it for right now. Like I think my spacing has gotten way cleaner, and my confirms and my knowledge on like eccentric H-Kkohaku bullshit has gotten pretty damn good. I think I have had some really crazy confirms over the last year or so. Like there's still some improvement to be made, and we'll talk about that when I go and make my resolutions for this year. But I'm actually kind of proud of what I've done on my character over the last year. Next is that I want to talk about the stuff that's happening in Melty Blood this month. I mean, this was the original purpose of these Omlog videos for Melty anyway. I wanted to talk about the month in advance and what's going to be happening there. Right now, when I record this, it is January 9th. Let me double check on my phone. It's the 10th. Wow. So I said a week and a half into the new year, and I forgot that it's the 10th. Okay. Anyway, right now, a bunch of US players are in Japan, and they're about to play a bracket, I believe, tomorrow, I think. The bracket's Sunday, and they should be back in the States by either Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember if I think they left like a week earlier. I can't fully remember the details. But anyway, we will be having US versus Japan at this event, and it's a JP event. So like I know Deus, Skeleton, Alps, Hardbread, and Shinobi are the main ones who are there. So I'm very interested to see how they shape up versus a lot more of the Japan players that we didn't get to see come out to Climax of Night. And I was originally considering flying out to go to Japan to do that, but I just decided that I wanted to save money a little bit. Plus, I wasn't really happy with going out because I kind of felt like if I went out to the event that I would continue to slack off on fixing my personal life and this channel in general. So I was like kind of not willing to do that right now. I'm like, that's part of the reason I'm not going to Frosty either. Like I would have so much fun at Frosty's, and I would love to try again to see if I can maybe win it. But like I have not been playing a lot of Melty Blood. Like I said, this is like one of 3 sets I recorded in November, and for December I have like 4 sets recorded. I've been barely playing, so I think if I went to Frosty's now, I would not be happy with my showing outside of like basic neutral. Like I think my awareness is like a lot better than it was even before like Climax, because I've been playing just enough that I've stopped playing completely or something. But I think I'm too slow on the draw and like quick neutral interactions, and that's what would get me killed, and I'd be really mad at myself. So I didn't even sign up for Frosty this year. I was really considering it, considering the fact that there was some stuff I didn't get to do at Climax that I should have done, such as the Wuthering Waves interviews and some other eccentric bullshit content stuff. But like, I think right now I should just take a small break from traveling to compete, and like I will be at Combo Breaker for I'm assuming that's going to be a big Melty Blood event, like over 100 people, and if it is, I will be there. But right now, I'm just going to take a break for like another 4 months before I go out to any more events. I will, in fact, cover both this Japanese event that's happening in Japan right now. I don't even know the name. I just know there's a Japanese event in which US players are going to. I will cover that on the channel more than likely, but it will probably be in February. Like, I don't want to like super hard commit into saying I'll cover it on the channel and then force myself to cover it and then my coverage is not good. I do want to cover it like genuinely and in good faith. I also want to cover Frosty Faustings, which is the bracket I was literally just talking about. That's happening later this month at the very end in like 3 weeks, I believe. It's the 10th and it starts on the 26th. That's 16 days. So 2 weeks and a half actually. I will not be there, like I just mentioned, but I will, in fact, be at home, and I'll be rooting for... Actually, I don't know if Zay's going, because anytime I don't go to a bracket, I hope Zay goes, because I like rooting for him. If Zay's not going, I'll root for Jog, but I don't know if Jog's going. I don't know who I'll root for. You'll figure out when I look at the entrance and see who's going. But those two are usually, like, if I'm not in a bracket, I'm rooting for those guys to win in my stead. Not in my stead, as if I'm some lord of LT Blood. Anyway, I'm hoping... I know Frosty's going to be fucking crazy this year. Like, I think it has more entrants than it did last year. Like, I think it's going to be, like... I think Frosty and Combo Breaker, assuming, like, people show up for Combo Breaker from LT, are going to be like the big things for MBAACC going forward. Even though I will miss Climax, I'm really gonna miss Climax. Climax was so damn fun. Combo Breaker and Frosties are pretty good replacements, even if I didn't like Frosties as much as I liked Climax. Another thing Climax had going for it is that at least it's in October, so it's like sort of chilly, but it's not like fucking frigid. Frosty Faustings, well, let's just say the ice theming is very much appropriate. That shit is freezing. Like, if you go to Frosty and you don't have like an actual windbreaker, like a real fucking jacket, I don't have a real jacket. This is my... I don't even know where I put my blue sweatshirt jacket. I think I wore it on stage to like an event in Frosty's last year. That shit does not make you hot enough to survive that shitty ass weather in Chicago. I'm forgetting the city, so I know I'm going to get comments being like, lol, you forgot where it is. But anyway, point is, it's just freezing in Frosty Faustings compared to Atlanta. So that's it for upcoming stuff in regards to Melty Blood this January. It's that Japanese event and Frosty Faustings. I'm double checking my list of things to talk about and making sure I'm not forgetting anything that I wanted to say. And yeah, okay, I covered everything for January upcoming. So now let me look into how long this video is right now. It's only 20 minutes. This video is going by faster than I thought it would, honestly. I thought I would be here for an hour. I literally spent like 40 minutes typing up this document. So if this video is only 30 minutes, that's gonna be kind of whatever. Maybe I scripted this wrong. Whatever. Better that this doesn't take a trillion hours so I can start scripting the next fucking video, you know? So okay, so New Year's resolutions for this year. So 2026, I want to make some resolutions for you guys to know what I'm planning on doing with this channel this year. So I talked about in the year in review section that I'm not really happy with the way I managed this channel in 2025. I mean, I think right now, I believe we are at 410 subscribers, and while I'm not really all that interested in making money from doing this, I think that if I properly like made actual content during the November and December month, that this channel would have hit 500 subs easily. There's a big MBAACC boom right now, and this is partly because of just how well Climax like performed. I think like Climax was like, I don't want to say surprisingly popular, but how much support MBAACC is getting over the last like year or so, it really does fucking surprise me every single time I see like numbers for anything. And it's like, wow, MBAACC is fucking popping off. And I feel like right after the high that was Climax of Night, I should have like considering we have replay takeover and I didn't make a video for that, I feel like what I should have done was immediately make a video for replay takeover and then push hard into multi-blood content in November and December. But due to like, again, I don't want to call it a depression, due to a lack of motivation and just like personal BS, I didn't do that. So now I just have like a 2-month gap of videos where I really should have been making lots of videos with that, where I made none. Like I made one meme video, I made one recap video, and like if you're not interested into the channel, like you're not going to check the recap video, right? So I do want to make some good plans for this year. So that's why I wrote a whole bunch of stuff into this document for New Year's resolutions. And I do understand that there is a part of like science so that you're not supposed to say your resolution out loud, because when you say them out loud, it triggers the part of your brain or whatever, like where like actually doing it, and it makes you more likely to like lack the motivation to do it. I just wanted to be transparent, really. I wanted to like, no one can really hold me accountable, but I just want to say this shit out loud so you guys can know what I want to do this year. And hopefully this year for me is at least much better than it was last year. Again, I'm not really happy with how I carried the channel last year, nor my personal life. So I want to at least, make some efforts into fixing some stuff. Like there's some stuff that in my personal life that I've done well. Like I've been losing a whole bunch of weight, but like I want to do more. Okay, so let's start with my first resolution. I want to make a baseline of videos that I make per month. I think I did this in last year's resolutions, but I made something like super stupid, or I said I would make like 2 multi videos a week, and that never ended up happening. Not even fucking January, so like, well, nice resolution. But I want to do something a lot more realistic, in which I want to make, like I said, the 2 videos a week thing was stupid. I think I said 3 or 2 videos or whatever, but I want to make like 1 multi video a week and like 1 gacha video a week for 3 weeks. And the idea is that I make 8 videos a month. Like 3 of those will not be multi-blood videos, but instead be gacha omlogs or whatever, where I simply just talk about what I do in each gacha. I know like a lot of you guys don't watch those because you don't play gacha and you're here for multi-blood, which is really understandable. Like I want to be clear that I'm not like making these videos with the expectation to build a fan base that actually gives a shit about those games. Those are more like those are way more personal vlogs than they are like content. Like they're supposed to help me get better at script writing and shit like that, but they're first and foremost blogs that improve my ability to make content for this channel. So there's that. I want to make one for, like originally I was going to make 1 gacha omlog, but I think I did that once, and then the issue was the video was literally 2 hours long because I had so much to say about each and every single one of the games that I was talking about. So I think I'm just going to split them up into 3 videos. That way I could talk about the story and improve my script writing skills by having to write more videos in general. So like, let's stop talking about gacha that you all don't care about, because that's 3 of the videos I'll be making a month, ideally. And I want to be talking about the 5 multi-blood videos I'll make a month. The idea is that 2 of those videos for the 5 videos will be VOD reviews. I want to start doing VOD reviews more, just to improve myself and to improve other people. I mean, for those of you who don't know, you can always like DM me for a VOD review, and I will gladly look at your VOD. People don't really do that because people don't be doing VOD reviews, but I want to start making, an example of myself in the community. Like maybe if I start posting VOD reviews more often, more people will do them, Like be the change you want to see in the world, essentially. So I want to start doing VOD reviews for myself because, normally I don't do VOD reviews because I've gotten to the point where I can like pretty damn easily tell what I'm making as a mistake in a set. And I feel like, over analyzing the minute details, I've done enough of that to just like generally see in a set what the fuck I'm doing wrong and what needs to be changed. Like the issue is like, for me, is like usually adapting, but maybe I will find some stuff in a VOD review that I wouldn't be able to see while playing a set, right? So I just want to start doing more VOD review, get into the community, I guess, and start doing VOD reviews for other people, like 2 a week, not 2 a week, boy, 2 a month. 1 at the very beginning of the month and 1 near the end, with like a 2-3 week gap between them. And for the other 3 videos, for the 5 multi-blood videos a month, like one of those is going to be like these omlogs, you know, for Melty Blood. So like I do them for Gacha and I do them for Melty. The Melty omlog will be the first omlog each month ideally, and it will come out within like the first 5 days of the month, because it will mostly be recapping what the last month was and what I plan to do next month, right? So like it's just stuff like that. Now that leaves us with 2 videos a month that are not like, you know, basic upkeeping bullshit, right? So for the last 2 videos, I wanted to do yapping videos, right? Ideally, the yapping videos would be in the 2 midweeks of the month, like let's say in a 4-week month. Like week 1 is the week 1 is Omlog, week 2 and week 3 would be the yapping videos, and week 4 would be VOD review. Like week 1 would also have VOD review more than likely. So that would be the basic plan for Melty shit, right? Excuse me. For the yapping videos, there are a whole bunch of topics that I was going to talk about last year, but I got too lazy / depressed / unmotivated to script up. I still owe Hector a anti-Satsuki guide. I mean, I'm not going to make it a guide, I'm going to make a yapping video because I don't want to like super duper edit one of those, right? So that's likely going to be a yapping video. I still have the scripts for it on my laptop. That's not been touched really. So I want to make yapping videos for stuff like that. I also want to be talking more about H-Kkohaku specific bullshit on this channel, and that will likely take up yapping video slots. But I want to make sure I don't do it like super duper often, so I don't have like months where I just talk about H-Kkohaku for both of the yapping videos. The idea is like one general yapping about like basic awareness and situational awareness in Melty Blood, and the other month would be you know, H-Kkohaku nonsense that I love talking about so much, right? So like that's it. So 5 Melty videos a month, 1 Omlog, 2 VOD reviews, and then the last 2 would be 1 H-Kkohaku yapping video, 1 regular yapping video. There are potential for more videos a month, but I do want to just try to stick to that 8 and maybe lower it down to 6 if necessary. But there are a couple of video ideas that I do want to make that aren't included in that 8 because I didn't want to commit to doing them every single month like I want to commit to doing these videos every month. One of such videos was like, you know, tournament VOD review. Like, do I count those tournament VOD reviews as like a yapping video or something, or do I start doing them more often, like when midweeks hop in, or do I start trying to like commentate midweeks? I didn't want to like commit to doing something like that in case I just wasn't able to, but I wanted to like force myself to get out of my comfort zone this year, maybe try to look for someone like, I'm not saying that out loud in this video, hell no. Anyway, point is, I want to like I want to push myself more this year into like getting out of my comfort zone and doing stuff that I want to do. So there's that. Let me double check this thing right now. Oh, right, I didn't mention this in this video. Like, for those of you who care about watching my sets that I play, I will still be uploading sets that I play, but the idea for those is to have them upload once a week, right? So every single week, probably on a good day I choose, it's probably going to be Thursday because I haven't been working Thursday for a while. So the idea is every Thursday morning I upload a set, and then the last week's set will be set to unlisted, but it will be in a playlist of all my sets that you can watch them all. That way it doesn't like completely clutter your sub box with a bunch of sets. Like, I do 1 set a month, 1 set a week. If I upload more sets, it will always just start out as unlisted or whatever. And I'll list all the sets that I play in like the link of the video that's public. I mean, essentially it's just making it so I can upload sets like more frequently. The idea is 1 set a week. But like, I could do more, it's just that those won't be public, they'll just be unlisted, and they'll be in a public playlist so you can find them easier, right? So it's just that basic idea from before. Like, this is an idea that I made last year, but I barely uploaded sets last year, so it didn't really get much use. But I'm just restating that right now for those of you who are curious about whether I'm going to upload more sets this year. The answer is probably going to be yes. Again, I want to do this channel right. It really should be much bigger than now, considering the Melty Bloom. I just have not been doing anything with it, so it's time to change that, right? Right, next is here's like the big resolution in regards to this channel. At least I want to start making higher quality edited content. I don't really consider anything on this channel right now as edited content or high quality at all, for those of you curious. But I do want to start like getting Sane to edit and trim down video ideas, but I do not want to commit to doing those like every single month, because I feel like if I do, what's going to happen is like what happened last year, essentially, where I don't do it for like a week and then I get super duper depressed and in my head about not having done it last week, and then I just continue to not do it. So I want to say that I want to do like one of them every 4 months. That means I do 3 a year. And I just take the money out of my pocket and I pay like $30 each time for Sane to edit the video, and for it to be a high quality video with like a full script and everything. So considering that I have a deadline of April to finish my first one, I've already have an idea of what I'm going to likely do for it. It's going to be probably going to be like the H-Kkohaku full video guide or something to go alongside my H-Kkohaku wiki rewrite. But there's a chance that that plan might change as I decide to spend more time and effort into scripting this video that I'm going to be having edited and pay for out of my pocket. If there is a will for me to do more edited videos, I have a Patreon, but right now thankfully nobody's subscribed to it. I have not, like, if someone was subscribed to it, considering the state of my channel last year, I would be really, really upset with myself, because I would have been scamming them. I'm going to keep it up like that. I'm probably going to revamp it once I've done the first high quality edited video that I'm happy with. But right now, like, edited videos will likely actually be a thing on this channel. Okay, there is like a second idea for the edited video that's not like the super duper H-Kkohaku guide, and it's instead like a training mode guide. Now that we have extended training mode 2.0, I did say I would make a video regarding how to use it to best, how to use the tool in general and how to better use it and apply it to multi-blood play, as in like improving your play. So that's one thing I want to consider doing in the future. And I think with that, I've gone through most of my resolutions for the channel, but I did want to make sure that this was not like completely boring for people who mostly give a shit about multi-blood stuff, because I know that there's a lot of people that actually care about my ability to articulate my thoughts with the game, and I wanted to talk about the game a little bit. Like what is my New Year resolution for 2026 in regards to playing H-Kkohaku, the character I play in the game that I love. I wasn't even going to think about this, but I actually realized that it would be like a fun thing to do. So I was like, okay, what do I really want to do this year that I've not been doing so far? Like, I have actually, in these 2 months where I've not been playing a lot, when I have been playing, I've been trying out a bunch of cool shit that I normally don't ever get a reason to do. I've been doing a lot of like bomb resets and -236As and 236Bs and -236A overhead on people's wake ups, and I've gotten like a lot of varied mixed results in regards to all this nonsense. But there is stuff I want to implement into my game that I've not implemented. The first thing that I literally say this every month, but I want to make this a year resolution because I feel like I want to actually try more so this year. Optimal 2C conversions, like 2C into 2B second hit confirms, or 2C into 5A with 6AA confirms in mid-screen to better optimize damage. I want to start doing those sort of confirms a lot more in the future. And by in the future, I mean this year in general. So I'm going to start working on that probably tomorrow, because I'm not playing Multi-Blood tonight. I'm likely going to script a video, then watch Digimon right after this. And for my second H-Kkohaku resolution, I want to implement 236AA confirms into my play again. It's been a while since I've done them. Like, normally I kind of just flounder and mash the A button, because what happens if you do that is that you get a decent combo if you do it, and you get like a whole bunch of damage and whatever, and if you drop it, it's fine. But I want to start doing the real 2-3-6 combos again and start working on hit confirming it in more situations so that I can get higher damage in more scenarios. Because like the deal with 2-3-6 AA is that if you can hit confirm to it consistently, you kind of just like spike up H-Kkohaku's average damage and her reward from hits. It's just that it's like a hassle to do, so I've like literally never bothered trying to like force myself to do it, because I can beat a lot of the community by just not bothering. But again, I want to set goals this year that are where that focus and force me to improve. There are some other resolutions I want to work on, like in regards to like placing 2-2Bs and 2-2As in pressure. Like I want to start doing like 5A 2-2A resets, where people like instead they're trying to mash a dash, a redash or a redash throw, but instead I do a 2-2A stagger, and then they're like they get punished for trying to like dash block or whatever. But those are just ideas for the future in regards to when I play H-Kkohaku some more and start like focusing on like actually grinding again, because it's still been a while since I've again played super seriously. I've been mostly in the RPG mines, but like that's gotta change now. I think I want to start. I'm only a third of the way through Trails and Octopath Zero, but I want to start decreasing the time I spend on them in order to focus more on grinding FGs in general. This is like the very last thing, and this is not a resolution, but I would like to play a different fighting game and post it on the channel just as like a log of me learning it. I did that a little bit of that for Third Strike when I first was playing Third Strike, I think in early June. But I want to do it for Granblue Fantasy Versus, because my favorite gacha character, Ilsa, is going to be in the spring update. Yeah, she's like the last character in the fighter pass for this Granblue update or whatever. And again, I really just want to play her, so I want to learn Granblue for her, ideally. So there's that. So like maybe you see Granblue stuff on that, but I'm not like that's not really a part of the resolution, because I don't want to commit super hard into learning Granblue for what if I don't like Ilsa? What if she's a bottom tier character and she's dog water? Like I don't want to commit to that like super hard. Anyway, with all that in mind, I've talked for 40 minutes about my plans for Melty Blood, and that's it. You are likely going to see the first gacha log tomorrow, and it will likely be Granblue. And for my Melty Blood content, I will likely have a Melty Blood yapping video on Tuesday. If not a yapping video, there's a non-zero chance that I might be looking at the set where, not the sets, the JP tournament, right? Yeah. So that's it for now. Thank you for you guys for supporting my channel in the year of 2025. I did not do a really good job of supporting the channel myself, but it's only thanks to you guys that I have a channel at all. Here's to another year of Melty Blood. I will see you guys at Combo Breaker, but I will be rooting for you guys even when while you're at Frosty's. So stay safe, everyone. Peace.